City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago. This crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check.
Watson with a give to Miller. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing on second down. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, 59! 55!
Play action from Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside. Trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on second down, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long. It's Watson being chased outlet. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rolling to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, 35 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To try again after the sack. Watson buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake. Brissett. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Brissett. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack taking it in. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Lamar Miller. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 37 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw again on second down, Watson. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now Listen to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 6-6.
A first down throw for Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, Brissett. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Colts.
On 1st down, it's Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run here with Mack. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
What you got? Hey, 24. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Hey, 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, Watson. And Thomas has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang. 61. Match box.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there in the middle. 55. Ricky. 24. Check 3. Check 13.
They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Watch the card.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten down. There you go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the I. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
That's caught inside the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from Houston.